It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got Desmond Ridder. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Jets and the Niners, and it's all up next.
Wet weather squarely in the forecast this afternoon in Santa Clara, California at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers. Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Team set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if he can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. The numbers for Claypool in last week's game. 8 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Jets at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second catch for him today. The first down.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense. It's showtime.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guys set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Back to throw again. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. He's going to keep this again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Touchdown scamper. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll work this down inside the... In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. Taken in by Claypool. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They can... And they turn it over. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to, but when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
2nd and 11. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with a football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30. So here are the Jets now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So pass interference, the call there, always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get
under pressure, and they got to him again. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chase Claypool, 26 yards. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. The Niners set to take over on offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 50. And the 49ers hit. With a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. But Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Middle of the field to Jefferson. That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Block right. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So the drive there took 6 plays. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall to about the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Straight ahead is Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
2nd and 15. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. They're going to look to throw. He's got Claypool. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back reception. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll go with a keeper. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
10 seconds.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Paul on to give up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A game-winning field goal will be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll look to run with Hall. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The It's a quarterback sneak. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? And ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150, no touchdown? Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They'll still throw. But now this game is over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them even close range or distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in the dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean thing on the side, in that red head. Ducking the things. East Coast, they get that bread. You put you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to keep the riches.
Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
With the bid.